Good morning. My name is Brandon Forte. Um, represent Forte Enterprises here, and I am here to review Contact Gospel Sound Pack Pro Edition. His new name is Wise Sound. He came to market over 10, 15 years ago with the NKS sample and basically said, hey, my sample is going to be more detailed than anything that's on the market. And at the time, that was true. That library was goated. And I'm so sad that my computer at the time got stolen because I still would have had those old samples. But that idea, along with EP Heaven and other libraries that he put out, I believe gave birth to this Contact Gospel Sound Pack. This is version 4, and this is probably the last update he's gonna do, which makes me quite sad because I feel he can keep going. Um, but I just want to review the sounds and how they can fit in your church context or even in your gig context. Although I'll focus on church today. So we'll walk through the GUI and then we'll get to the sounds, okay? So if I open the GUI here, all right, so you'll have the tone category. So associated with piano, and he has strings and brass and basses and all the other things. If you click the tone name here, you'll see all the pianos in that particular category, and he has a lot of them. Okay, so then you go to the part 1. This is the on and off, and so if you use computer stuff like this at the church, you can use your Nano Control, LPD8, or any controller really to map it to that button, and it'll go on and off. And then you have your detune here, which you'll probably hear with some of the EPs and some of the synths. You have a key range if you're using the 88 or a 76 or a 61. Then you have this mod to velocity. So if you go here, you can set the LFO rate for your synths along with how the LFO is being controlled either by the mod wheel, aftertouch, or both. And then you have the velocity curve for that particular patch. So you can bring it back if it's too aggressive, or if you need a little more bite, you can bring it up. Then we have the analog pitch drift. So if you've ever messed with analog synthesizers, you know that the pitch is never on. It always moves. So you can implement that in your patches if you want to. Then we have the edit section, which you have your volume, your pan left to right, and your velocity to volume key. So for example, the harder you play, the louder the sample will be. The softer you play, the softer the sample will be. Or it could be backwards, right? So the softer you play, the louder it can be. The harder you play, the softer it can be. Then you have your ADSR, your attack, your decay, your sustain, your release. So if you're one that like those short pianos, you can bring the release time back to get that shortness. Or if you like your directness with your pads and your strings, you can mess with the attack. On the MFX, you have this auto pan, which you will most likely put on the EPs. And you also have a cab sim, so you can put it through an amplifier or whatever. If we go to part 2, all the rest of the parts are pretty much the same. The only thing that changes is the MFX. So you have a flanger on part 2. You have an MTS 20 chorus on part 3. You have the reverb on part 4. And then you have a whole effects section here for all the 4 parts. And this is per part. So you have a reverb, a chorus, a delay, a lo-fi if you want to degrade your piano or EP, an EQ, distortion, stereo, a compressor, and a reverb. So that's pretty much the GUI. So let's talk about the sounds for a second, okay? So at my church, Unity Church, you can find them on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. The board we have there is an MOXF8. And so if anybody knows about that board, you're only limited to 4 sounds. And so because of that, what I would do, I have a patch set up for praise. I have a patch set up for worship, depending on the songs and or songs we're doing for that particular Sunday. And so this is kind of layout you see here, where my praise patches are on top and my worship patches are on our bottom. Now I have a new workflow because I'm using my iPad exclusively now, where I have access to 8 sounds, and I'll show you what that workflow looks like for a second. Or you may be the type where you are doing something like that song specific, so you can set up your patches and your layers like that too. So, but I'm going to talk through the first concept. So for praise, for my piano, I particularly need something that's bright, that cuts, but is still delicate if I get into a worship moment. And that's only because at my church, we'll do any and everything. So sometimes we'll be Kojic, sometimes we'll be Baptist, sometimes we'll be CCM, other times we'll be hip-hop, rock. And so because we cover so many genres, I need a piano, especially for that praise type patch that's bright, that'll cut, but I can still be melodic. It requires me to come down. And so patch that I like, I really thought I was gonna like 2.0, but 2.0 is warmer. So I actually like the regular CFX Grand. Okay, so it still has body. So if I need to be delicate, I can. Or if I need to go to church, and if I want some more bite, I'm gonna change the curve. All right, and if I want even more bite, just like I was telling y'all, if I go into this mod velocity, I can turn it up. You see how more bright it got, okay? And he has a lot of other grands in here that can be talked about. If you're into Power Grand, you can use it. This PC88 is very nice as well. You got the full grand. I'm impartial to the S6 because of that's what's in my board. This S700 is really good, but for me, the CFX Grand gets it done. Next, let's talk about EP2. Daryl designed this patch for me because what I was hearing, when you douse a lot of chorus onto the EP2 and you're not dealing with the hardware, you lose the bell part of the sound that I really like. So with the light chorus, you get to still hear the bell. So you see with this, you can still hear the bell, right? But I would use this for like a talk music type moment. Something that's a little bit cooler. So that way that bell can come out. Praise situation, I really like the live chorus. Okay? Because I want you to listen to the sample chorus. the cool thing too with the live chorus is that I can always go in, and if it's too much, I can just go to part 3. Sorry. I can go to part 3 and turn the amount down if it's too much. So that's the reason why I go for the live chorus. Background strings. J-pop brass, right? So if you hear it, it has a lot of high-end treble content. And so when you put this and the strings together, the strings just cover it up to where it's not like ringing the ear like that. Okay? So you always need a upright, especially with doing this CCM stuff. Yeah, those strings are beautiful. Bring the EP in. All right. Now for me, you want to hear it, but it's more felt than present. All right, let's bring the string in. See what I mean? All right, let's bring the pad in. Too loud.